It might be happening in your neighborhood with home prices skyrocketing. Developers are swooping in, buying homes, knocking them down, and sometimes squeezing several homes onto that one lot.
We wanted to know if you could stop this, maybe on your own street. Our Lisa Balick is looking into this, and she's in the newsroom now. Lisa, what did you find out?
Jennifer, I wanted to know if you could control what happens to your property after you sell it. I found out you can have a legal say in whether your lot is split up and your house destroyed. Portland expects 700,000 more people moving here in the next 20 years. So the city needs to figure out how to fit more people in. So we're seeing this.
They're going to put 3 homes on the lot.
Lot splitting. Developers buying homes, demolishing them, then building several more homes on the property. Some sellers tell us it's progress.
Going to tear this house down and they're going to put 3 or 4 more houses.
Others fight to keep their neighborhoods intact.
I think it'd be nice to be able to have some restriction that what we want with our property once it's sold.
We found out you can do just that. Place a restriction on the deed that legally tells the buyer they cannot split the lot.
That is considered a private contractual matter, so it's like any contract you enter into. It's between the buyer and the seller, and if the seller's already put it in there, a buyer takes the property as long as, here's the biggie, the buyer has to have notice.
But I wanted to know how it could be enforced, especially if the seller moves far away. How likely is it that you're going to go back, because you'd have to be the one to take the person to court?
Well, not necessarily. Yes, that is one party that could enforce the restriction, but any owners of parcels that may have benefited from that restriction, neighbors, etc., they could enforce it as well.
This title insurance attorney tells me he doesn't recommend putting lot splitting restrictions in a deed.
It's a bad policy. You could have one property in the midst of a neighborhood that has this limitation, and none of the other properties have it.
He believes a better alternative is for your neighborhood association to band together with conditions, covenants, and restrictions, those CC&Rs, that apply to all homeowners. But a deed restriction is an option.
It takes time and energy and money.
Understand that it could be $1,500 or even less. And I also found out this has not been used very often in Oregon. One other thing you have to check are local zoning laws to see if it's allowed.
All right, so it looks like you've got to get a lawyer because a realtor can't do this.
Exactly. It does take the help with an attorney to try and make this happen on that deed, but it is being done, that's for sure, and they think they're going to see a lot more of this going on in our area.
And you said about $1,500?
Or perhaps even less,
Okay.
exactly.
Thanks, Lisa.